My child, stop. Before you turn this off, before you tell yourself you are too tired to listen tonight, I need you to know one thing. This message found you for a reason. You have been carrying a weight that no one else can see. A name you still whisper when the house goes quiet. A face you still look for in the crowd, even though you know they will not be there. You have lost someone you loved, and the world has moved on around you, hasn't it? People stopped asking how you were doing weeks ago. They think you should be finished grieving by now. But I have not moved on. I have not forgotten. I never once looked away from your grief, not for a single second. Tonight, I am telling you, I am standing with you in this. I see every tear you have hidden in the bathroom, in the car, in the middle of the night when no one else was watching. I hear every "I'm fine" that was really a lie to protect the people around you. So do not close your eyes yet. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what I am about to say was written for this exact night, for this exact ache in your chest. If you can hear my voice tonight, do one thing for me. Type "Amen, I receive your comfort" in the comments below. Let it be your way of saying, I am still here and I am still yours, even in the middle of this pain. And if this message is speaking to the grief inside you, subscribe and turn on the bell. I have a new message of comfort for you every single morning and every night. Grief is long, my child, and I never intended for you to walk it alone, night after night, with no one checking in. My child, hear me now. I know the chair at your table that stays empty. I know how you still set out 2 cups some mornings before you remember. I know the closet you have not been able to open yet because their clothes still smell like them, and closing that door feels like losing them all over again. I know the phone that no longer rings with their voice. I know you still reach for it sometimes, wanting to tell them something small, the weather, a joke, a bit of news, before you remember there is no one on the other end anymore. I know you have kept their last voicemail, and that you play it sometimes just to hear them say your name. I see you sitting in rooms full of people, smiling when you have to, while inside you feel like the loneliest person alive. I see you driving past the places you used to go together and having to grip the wheel a little tighter so you don't have to pull over and cry. I see you standing in the grocery store, frozen in front of the one food they always asked you to buy, wondering why something so small could hurt so much. I know the anniversaries, the birthday that comes every year now without them, the holiday table with one less place setting, the first spring, the first winter, the first of every season without them beside you, the song that comes on the radio and suddenly you cannot breathe, their handwriting on an old card that you cannot bring yourself to throw away. If you lost a spouse, I know the empty side of the bed, the silence where their breathing used to be, the strange ache of sleeping alone after so many years of not being alone. If you lost a parent, I know the moment you realized you no longer had anyone above you in this world. No one left who remembers you as a child. If you lost a child, I know there are no words deep enough for that particular grief, and I do not pretend there are. I only tell you I am closer to you in that grief than in any other. If you lost a brother, a sister, a dear friend, I know the particular loneliness of losing someone who knew your whole history, someone no one else can replace. I know the guilt you carry, even though you have done nothing wrong. The words you wish you had said, the visit you wish had been longer, the last conversation you replay, wondering if you should have known, wondering if you could have done more, wondering if you missed the signs. I know the anger, too. Anger at the illness, anger at the accident, anger at the doctors, at the timing, at yourself, and yes, even anger at me. I am not afraid of your anger, my child. I can hold it. You do not have to hide it from me or pretend you are at peace when you are not. I know how exhausted grief has made you. It is not only your heart that aches, it is your whole body. Your shoulders are heavy. Your sleep is broken. Some mornings, you wake up and for one merciful second you forget. And then it comes crashing back, and the day has to start all over again. I know your appetite has changed. I know some days you cannot eat, and other days, food is the only comfort you can find. I know the friends who called every day for the first 2 weeks, and then slowly stopped calling at all, as if grief has a deadline, as if you were supposed to be finished by now. I know how alone that makes you feel, carrying the heaviest thing you have ever carried, while the world quietly expects you to have moved on. I know how tired you are of people saying they're in a better place, when all you want is them here, in this place, with you. I know you still talk to them sometimes, in the car, in the quiet of the kitchen, late at night when no one else can hear. That is not madness, my child. That is love with nowhere left to go. And I hear every word of it. I have heard every word you have ever whispered to them since the day they left. I know some of you carry a grief tangled with relief, because their suffering was long, and part of you is relieved it is over, and then you feel guilty for that relief. I want you to hear me clearly. That is not a betrayal. That is being human. I do not judge you for it. I know some of you were caregivers before you were mourners. You spent months, maybe years, watching over them, managing medications, sitting up through hard nights. And now that caring is gone too, and you feel strangely lost, as if you lost your purpose along with them. I see that particular emptiness, and I do not think less of you for feeling it. I know some of you have grief that no one else understands, because the relationship was complicated, full of both love and pain, both closeness and distance. Grief does not require a perfect relationship to be real. Whatever you feel about them, however tangled it is, I hold space for all of it. I know grief does not stay quiet and polite. It ambushes you in the cereal aisle, in the middle of a meeting, halfway through washing the dishes, and suddenly your chest is tight and your eyes are burning, and you have to excuse yourself and breathe until it passes. I know how exhausting it is to hide that from the people around you who expect you to have already moved forward. I know the first Christmas without them, the first birthday, the first Mother's Day or Father's Day that arrives and there is no card to send, no call to make. I know how those days sneak up on you weeks before they arrive, and how the anticipation is sometimes harder than the day itself. I know some of you had to go back to work within days because life does not pause for grief. even though your whole world has stopped. I see you sitting at your desk, holding everything together on the outside, while everything inside you is breaking. I know the date on the calendar that you dread every year now, the day they left this world. I know how your chest tightens as it approaches, even before you consciously remember why. I know some of you visit a grave or a memorial on that day, and some of you cannot bring yourself to go at all. And either way, I understand. I know some of you are still sorting through their belongings, months or even years later, unable to finish because every box holds another piece of them you are not ready to let go of. There is no timeline I am holding you to. Take as long as you need. I know some people around you grieve differently than you do. Some cried immediately and have already moved to quiet acceptance, while you are still in the sharpest part of the pain, or the other way around. I know how isolating it feels when even the people who love them too seem to be grieving on a different clock than you. I know the small, strange griefs too, missing an argument you used to have, missing being annoyed by a habit of theirs, missing the ordinary parts of them, not just the good memories. Grief mourns the whole person, not only the highlight reel. I know the fear underneath all of it, the fear that if the pain fades, it means you loved them less. The fear that healing is a kind of betrayal. The fear that if you laugh again, if you feel joy again, it means you have forgotten them. You have not been forgotten by me, my child. And I promise you, the one you lost has not been forgotten by me either. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. That is my promise to you tonight. Psalm 147, verse 3. I did not write that only for physical wounds. I wrote it for the wound in your chest that no doctor can see on any test. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. Close. Not far away watching from a distance. Close. As close as your next breath. If you can hear me, take one slow breath right now. In and out. I am right here with you in this breath. My child, I am healing you tonight, not by taking away the love you had for them. I would never ask you to do that. I am healing the part of your heart that believes you have to carry this pain completely alone. I am healing your mind first, the guilt you have been carrying, the thoughts that whisper, you should have done more. I am lifting those from you tonight. You loved them the best way you knew how, with the time and the strength and the wisdom you had in that moment. That was enough. You were enough. Hear it again, because I know you need to hear it more than once. You were enough. I am healing the part of you that keeps replaying the last days, searching for something you missed. My child, some things are not for you to solve. Some things belong to me. Let me carry the what-ifs tonight so your shoulders can finally rest. I am healing your body. The exhaustion, the tension you carry in your neck and your chest, the nights you lie awake staring at the ceiling. I am placing my hand there now. Breathe in slowly and let a little of that weight leave your body as you breathe out. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. I meant that for tonight, exactly as you are. I am healing your appetite, your sleep, the small daily things grief has stolen from you. It is all right to eat again. It is all right to sleep through a whole night again. Neither one means you have stopped loving them. I am slowly restoring your capacity for small joys, the warmth of sunlight through a window, the laughter of a grandchild, a favorite meal, a familiar song that used to only bring pain and will one day bring comfort instead. These small joys are not a sign of forgetting. They are a sign that I am healing you exactly the way I promised I would. I am healing your loneliness. When you sit in that quiet house, I am there in the chair across from you. When you drive past the places you used to go together, I am in the passenger seat beside you. When you talk to them softly at night, I am the one who hears both sides of that conversation, theirs safely with me, and yours still here, still loved. I am healing the anger. You do not have to apologize to me for it. Even my own servants in Scripture cried out in anger and grief, and I did not turn away from them. I welcomed their honesty. I welcome yours. I am healing your fear that moving forward means forgetting. Hear me clearly, my child. Healing is not forgetting. You will always remember their laugh, their hands, the way they said your name. I am not asking you to erase that. I am only asking you to let the memory become something that warms you instead of something that only wounds you. To bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning. Isaiah 61:3. I'm not asking you to pretend the ashes were never there. I am promising you that something beautiful can still grow from this ground, in time, at its own pace. I am healing the moments you feel like you are failing at grief, crying too much some days, feeling nothing at all on others, laughing at a memory and then feeling ashamed for laughing. There is no wrong way to do this, my child. However grief moves through you is the right way for you. I am healing your relationship with rest itself. Some of you feel guilty resting, as if slowing down means you are not honoring them enough. Hear me. Honoring them does not require you to exhaust yourself. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Psalm 23, verses 2-3. Rest is not disrespect. Rest is what I designed you for, especially now. I am healing the part of your faith that has been shaken. It is not weak to have questioned me these past months. Even those closest to me have wept and wondered why. Do you remember the shortest verse in all of Scripture? Jesus wept. John chapter 11, verse 35. I stood at the tomb of someone I loved, and I wept too. Grief is not the opposite of faith, my child. Grief is what love looks like when it has nowhere left to go, and I have felt it myself. I am healing your sense of being forgotten by others, even when the calls stop coming, even when people say, "You should be over it by now." I have never once thought that about you. There is no deadline on grief in my eyes. Take as long as you need. I will still be here at the end of it, and I will still be here in the middle of it, tonight, right now. I am healing the relief tangled with your grief, if that is part of your story. Both feelings are allowed to live in the same heart. I do not ask you to choose between them. I am healing the dread you carry toward the date on the calendar. When that day comes each year, I will be nearer to you than on any ordinary day. You do not have to face it alone, whether you visit their resting place or simply sit quietly at home. I am healing the pressure you feel to finish sorting through their belongings. There is no deadline I have set for you. Keep what comforts you. Release what you are ready to release. Both are acceptable in my eyes. And so is doing it slowly, one drawer at a time, over years if that is what you need. I am healing the isolation of grieving on a different timeline than the people around you. Grief is not a race, and it is not a schedule shared by everyone who loved the same person. I do not compare your pace to anyone else's, and I will help others around you understand that too, in time. I am healing the small griefs, the habits, the arguments, the imperfect and ordinary parts of them that you missed just as much as the good memories. You are allowed to grieve the whole person, not only the parts that were easy to love. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. Romans 8:28. Even this complicated grief I am working through for your good in ways you cannot yet see. I am healing the emptiness left behind from your role as a caregiver. The purpose you had in caring for them was never wasted, and it does not have to disappear now. I will show you, in time, where that same love and devotion can go next. But tonight, you do not have to figure that out. Tonight, you can simply rest from carrying it. I am healing the complicated parts of your grief too. The love mixed with old hurt, the mourning mixed with things left unresolved. You do not need a perfect relationship to grieve fully, and you do not need to sort out every complicated feeling before I comfort you. I meet you in the whole, tangled truth of it. I am healing the ambushes, the sudden waves that hit you in the grocery store or at your desk or in the shower. Those moments do not mean you are failing at grief. They mean you loved deeply. And love like that does not follow a schedule. I am with you in every one of those unexpected waves, holding you steady until they pass. I am healing the dread of the firsts, the first holiday, the first birthday, the first ordinary Tuesday that used to include them. I will walk through every one of those days with you, and I promise you, each year they will grow a little softer to carry, even if they never disappear completely. Father of compassion and God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our troubles. 2 Corinthians 1:3-4. That comfort is not reserved for later. It is available to you tonight, in this exact moment, in this exact grief. There is a time to mourn, Ecclesiastes 3:4. This is your time, my child. I do not rush you through it, and I do not expect you to rush yourself either. I am even redeeming this pain, slowly, in ways you cannot see yet. One day, the tenderness this grief has carved into you will become a gift to someone else who is hurting the way you are hurting now. Nothing you are feeling tonight will be wasted. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Psalm 35. That morning is not here yet, I know, but it is coming. one quiet sunrise at a time. If you are still with me, this would be a good moment to pause and let this settle. If this message has reached the exact grief you are carrying tonight, comment, "I received this," below, and share it with someone else who may be grieving quietly too, without anyone knowing. I am placing my hand over the ache in your chest right now. Feel it. You do not have to explain your grief to me, or defend it, or rush it. I already understand every layer of it, better than you understand it yourself. My child, I want to speak now to the fears that grief brings with it, because I know they visit you in the dark more than anyone realizes. You are afraid that if the sharp pain softens, it means you loved them less. It does not. Love does not shrink when pain does. A love this deep does not disappear. It simply changes shape, from a raw wound into something you can carry. You are afraid of the future without them. Who will sit beside you? Who will call to check on you? How you will manage the empty spaces they used to fill, the decisions, the responsibilities, the small daily things only they understood about your life. My child, I am not asking you to walk into that future alone. I go before you into every unfamiliar room. Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. Isaiah 41:10. That promise did not have an expiration date. It is for this year and the next and every year after. You are afraid of forgetting their voice, their face, the exact way they laughed. I want to comfort you here especially. I am the keeper of every memory you hold. Nothing true and good about them is lost to me, and I will help you keep it close, even as the sharpest pain fades. You are afraid this grief will never end, that you will feel this heavy forever. Hear me, my child. Grief changes. It does not stay the same shape it is tonight. His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Lamentations 3:22-23. There will be a day, I promise you this, when you can speak their name and smile before you cry. That day is coming, even if you cannot picture it right now. You are afraid of the hard days ahead, the ones with paperwork, decisions, and responsibilities you never expected to carry alone. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. Isaiah 43:2. I will not let this overwhelm you completely, even on the days it feels like it might, and you are afraid, somewhere quietly, of what happened to them after they left this world. Let me ease that fear tonight. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. The one you lost is not suffering. They are not afraid. They are not alone. They are held completely by me. You are afraid you will never see them again. My child, I do not want you to grieve as those who have no hope. We do not want you to be uninformed about those who sleep in death, so that you do not grieve like the rest of mankind, who have no hope. 1 Thessalonians 4:13. There is a reunion coming in my time that no ending in this world can prevent. You are afraid of laughing again, of feeling lightness again, of one day noticing sunlight on your kitchen table and feeling something close to joy. Let that fear go tonight. Joy returning to you is not disloyalty. It is proof that the love they gave you is still alive and working in your life, even now. If you have lost a spouse, hear this promise made specifically for you. A father to the fatherless, a defender of widows, is God in his holy dwelling. Psalm 68:5. I take that role seriously. I will not leave you to navigate the practical burdens alone. The decisions, the paperwork, the empty seat at every table. I will send the right people at the right time to help carry what is too heavy for you to carry by yourself. Watch for them. They are coming, even if they have not arrived yet. You are afraid of being a burden to the people trying to help you through this. You are not a burden, my child. Grief shared is grief made bearable. Let people help you, even when it feels easier to insist you are fine. You do not have to be strong for anyone tonight. Not for your family, not for the people checking in on you, not even for me. You can simply be tired and sad and human, and I will love you exactly as you are in this moment. Now, if you are able, place your hand over your heart with me, and let us pray together. Father, I bring you my grief tonight, just as it is, without pretending it is smaller than it feels. Thank you for the love I was given, even though losing it hurts this much. Help me carry this pain without carrying it alone. Heal the guilt, the anger, and the fear that grief has left behind in me. Hold the one I lost close to you, and hold me close too, until the day we are all together again. Amen. Rest now, my child. You do not have to solve anything else tonight. You do not have to remember every good moment or make sense of every hard one. You simply have to breathe and let me watch over you while you rest. I am here. I am not leaving this room. The one you lost is safe and at peace and free of every pain they ever carried. And you are safe too, right here, right now, in this quiet moment with me. Let your eyes grow heavy. Let your shoulders soften into the pillow. There is nothing left for you to carry tonight. I have it all in my hands. I saw every year you had together, and I treasured every one of them, even the ones you wish had been longer. I see the love that is still here, even now, even without them beside you. That love was never wasted. It is not gone. It simply lives differently now. Quieter, softer, carried instead of held. Rest, my child. I am healing the ache in your chest, breath by breath, while you sleep. I am healing the guilt, the fear, the exhaustion, one quiet hour at a time. You do not have to check on anything else tonight. You do not have to be anywhere else tonight. You are exactly where you need to be, resting in me. Close your eyes. I will be here when you wake, just as I was here before you fell asleep. The one you love is safe with me, and so are you. Rest now. Let the quiet settle over you like a blanket. Let every worry loosen its grip, one breath at a time. I am watching over this house tonight. I am watching over your heart tonight. Nothing can disturb the peace I am placing over you right now. Sleep, my child. You are held. You are loved. You are not alone. I am here, and I will still be here in the morning, and every morning after that, for as long as you need me. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Psalm 23:4. This grief is a valley, my child, not a permanent home, and I am walking through every step of it beside you. Let your breathing slow, in and out. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to fix, no one else you need to comfort tonight. Let me comfort you instead. I remember every good year, every ordinary Tuesday that felt like nothing at the time and now feels like everything. Every small kindness they showed you, none of it is lost. It is kept safely forever with me. The love between you did not end. It only changed its shape. Rest in that truth tonight. Rest in me. I am healing you quietly while you sleep. I am mending what grief has worn thin, little by little, night by night. You do not have to notice it happening. I am doing the work while you rest. Let your hands unclench. Let your jaw soften. Let your mind grow quiet. There is nothing chasing you here, only peace. Only my presence, steady and unmoving, all through the night. When morning comes, I will still be here. When the hard days come again, as grief sometimes returns in waves, I will still be here. You are never facing this alone, not for one single moment. Sleep now, my child. You are held. You are loved. You are not alone. Rest now in my peace.